Hi Jingmoers, welcome to another Tech Talk Tuesday. Chenstyle Taichi practical method. The theory is precise, the method is complex. Let's take some time and have a look at the detail that I shared in one of our classes last week around the first 13 movements of the Yilu. Let's take a look. So, go back to single whip. That's it. 1, 2, double, elbow, pull to the left, turn, step. Two hand. So here, 1, 2 hand. That's it. In, out. Yeah. So you're still driving from the top and from your head. That's okay because it's a process. But the hand, always remember that it's either a positive or negative circle or part thereof. Okay. Sometimes we start off as a positive and then end up as a negative. Sometimes we start as a negative, go back out to a positive. Sometimes it's only half a one, but it's always a positive and negative circle. So from the single whip, up, out, I hold in this position, so I'm not moving. In with elbow, double negative, double negative, negative circle. Right? So it's not double negative and swing the hands around. Right? So it's always, and connect the elbow to the quad. So as we're doing the movement, the quad and the elbow act together.
Is that like the turn doesn't start until there's that connection, that like the usage, like the contact.
Yeah.
Contact, and then there's a move. Otherwise, you're just walking around.
Yeah. So you got to lock, get in, and rotate. So you lock, rotate. Yeah. And the engine is here. So it's not here.
Yeah.
The best test I find, well, the first time I discovered where my engine was when I tied my arms up. You get the rubber cord and you just tie your arms to your elbows. We do it Saturday mornings. And then all of a sudden it's like, oh dear, I can't move. Why is that? It's because I don't have a few kilos that are throwing out at a time. It's not recognizing where I am. It's actually that there's no weight being thrown out. So it all has to be driven by the qua.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that's a good test. You literally, it doesn't have to be tight. You can just get anything.
Yeah.
Just tie your elbows to the front of your body. So you're like this.
Yeah.
And then do your form all this way. Yeah. Okay.
Because that's the shortened context, isn't it? Like everything's landed on either side of the hip. There's only a stretch. It's not the power changes from being on the hip at all.
It's literally the elbows connected to the quad.
Yeah.
Literally, it's right there. Yeah. So then all the movement has to be driven from here. You can't do that. Try again, and I'll point out some other things. So first thing is, look. You're okay, Irene. You're looking out. What you need to do, Brennan, is once you're in your position, your eyes then become parallel to the floor. So it's like you've got laser beams and they're beaming out, but you want to see that your beam is parallel to the floor. So wherever I am, this hall is really cool because there's the division along the wall, right? Yep. So you can actually pick that line, and you need to be able to watch that line all the way through. So you move 45 degrees, step out, move to 90 degrees, move to the front here, move out, right? So not this, not looking down, because once you start looking down, start closing the qua.
Yeah,
okay? So look out.
I've still got my L plates on and I'm watching my feet to know that
Oh, where you're going, yeah, that's okay. L plates are fine. You got to graduate now to the, is it the peas, the red peas or the green peas?
I don't know. Too long since I was growing.
It's red ones.
Red,
Not
okay.
that long since I was on them.
Now you're looking down again. Yeah. Routine, which is really good. You've just got to keep doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. But what I'll do is I'll do the first 13 with you once, and then the second time I'm going to break down where my qua is and what's happening to give you an idea. And then if you start practicing your first 13 like that, eventually it goes into the other bits. Yeah. Okay, so let's do it again. We're going to be closer together so you can actually hear me because I'll be facing the same direction as you. So first thing here is I find my height, okay, and I look out into the distance. It's really important. The difference, that's one of the separations that, one of the differences that separates Chen style Tai Chi practical method to other forms of Tai Chi, including Chen style, number one thing is where we look, okay? So we look out into the distance. So what I'm imagining when I do that is that my hands and my body reach the point that I'm looking at.
Horizon, you mean?
Out there, exactly. I reach that, not here, out there.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I'm projecting it beyond me. Okay, that's the first thing. And once I started doing that, I then realized 3 other directions I was going in at the same time to support that. The first 2 were my feet went down into the ground as I do it. And the third was my head started popping up, stretching up. And it was purely to support this action of my hand going out and reaching the wall, because I needed a greater base and a stronger structure. Okay, so that's one thing I noticed personally. So let's do it. So first thing, look for the horizon. Look out. Reach the horizon. So at this point here, I'm going to open the right qua and rotate to the right, but the left hand stays where it is. Be very careful not to do this. There's no rotation of the forearm. If my hand turns, it's because my shoulder opened. That's it. open the right kwa as you put the right toes down on the floor. And now anchor and shift your axis to the right. So now it's as though there's a pole here that we've suddenly hinged on, and pull the left foot in. That's it. Same pole, step out with the left foot. And now open the right kwa and the left kwa. Do you get it? The difference is this. I'm thrusting forward, don't thrust forward. Yeah, open. Okay? Change, hand. Now connect the elbow. Elbow to your palm, elbow to the kwa. Open the left kwa, open the right kwa, and point the right kwa forward. That's it. Your shoulders must be parallel to the front. That's it. Down. Open. 1. Open the right kwa. 2. Rotate the waist to the left. That's what moves the right hand. Okay? So this from here, open. This is all my right kwa. It's not this. When we first learn it, we move the hand. Okay? Open. And now pin the center of the forearm and rotate the hand until it naturally wants to go out. That's it. I watched your elbow then. So naturally go out, no elbow. All right. That's it. And then on this line, there's a line here to your back heel, from here to there. Match the line. Same here. Stretch the kwa open, not push the leg forward. Stretch it open. And out. Reach the side, over there on the wall. That's it. One positive circle. In with elbow. As you go in with elbow, I put all my emphasis on my right kwa. Turn the waist. My emphasis moves to the left kwa. Out with hand, moves to the left heel. Do you get that? Right. And a second one. Front kwa, rear kwa. All right, so now I've got a hole here. I've got space that I've pulled my opponent into. Open the right kwa and 45 degrees turn, and now just open the hands. Right? So this point here is when I'm doing it, I'm very, very precise in that I don't let this space and push it out. That I hold this space and close it. Okay, so I'm constantly taking up the space, maintaining minimum 3 points of contact. So I'm thinking about my hand is touching my opponent. I'm thinking about my elbow is touching my opponent. I'm thinking about my shoulder is touching my opponent. And I've sucked them into this point, right? Then the fourth point will be my knee when I step behind as I open. Yeah. Right kwa, left kwa, right kwa. Right, so I've shifted all my attention to the right. I've moved my center line to the right here. Turn the right foot. All of my center is to the right. And now shovel foot out with the left. That's it. Yeah. Notice I'm on the line here. Okay, so my head is back, my kwa is open. And then once again, open both kwas, separate. Left hand, same deal as I did with the right hand. What the space here, I've taken up the space, I don't release it. And I follow the line. And now once I get to the end, your right hand must separate from your left hand. Right hand separate from, yeah, that's it. Once again, I'm thinking about reaching the side walls when I do that. Okay. Now there's a lot in that just to get to the first single whip.
Yeah, it's first single whip.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. So let's do that again. Before we do, what's the one thing that you take from all of that? What's the one thing you take from all of that? Because there's a lot of detail. It's very complex. There's a lot of detail.
Move with the kwa and over the arms.
Very good. Okay, good. There's no right or wrong. I just want to know what you guys got. Dick?
Stay upright and maintain your level.
Okay, very good. So we've got move with the kwa, not the arms. Stay upright, maintain your level.
Just to keep it all moving from here as opposed to from here.
Okay, so generate the movement from the dantian rather than the shoulders. Excellent. Very good. All right, I'm going to leave you for a few minutes and I'll come back. Keep practicing. So what did you get for yourself? Share it in the comments below. I'd really like to hear about it. Let's get back to it. See ya.